Welcome back to the Sports Show. We're going to have a talk about netball, mate, and this is a little bit different the way this club's been formed,
massive,
the Reynella Netball Club. So,
massive.
Tash, Threadgold and Emma Bradshaw, appreciate your time, ladies, for coming in. So, you've created a slogan. Now, let me get it right. A club created by the players for the players.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how this club's formed.
Oh, well, it is formed by players, obviously.
Yep.
We've all been there, done that type thing. We've been through the ups and downs of playing netball, being low levels, high levels, top teams, bottom teams, mid-range teams. We've sort of been experienced it all. So we feel like we can lead a club that can cater to all because we've been there and we've done it. We know what it feels like. So we have all the experience to go with it.
Can I ask why?
Why did we start our own?
Why have you started your own? Yeah.
That's a really good question. It was honestly a conversation that I had with a few other girls that we were playing with, and I just blurted it out. I just went, we should do this ourselves. We should do this ourselves. I had plans to move on where I was at, and I kind of looked around where we were at that association at the time and all the girls that I'd had these connections with, and I thought to myself, like, we can do this.
Yeah.
And we can do it. And our aim was to have like a really, really strong culture within the club, and similar to what a football club would have. Country clubs tend to have that.
Yep.
And so that was our want, was looking around at our mates that we've been playing netball with for years and wanting to continue to do that, but wanting to sort of put that on the younger ones coming through of what it's like to play with your mates for years and to stay at the same club, to want to stay at the same club,
Okay. So, Emma, you thought maybe 4 teams, maybe 6 teams to start with. Suddenly we've got 164 players and you've had to cap it at 18 teams. Were you surprised by the sudden...
We were, and we had capped it earlier. And then we had more people saying, we've got whole teams, we'll bring them across. So we
whole
said,
teams?
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of young girls wanting to stick together. So
From where? What are you
everywhere.
talking about?
We've had people from McLaren Vale.
So what league are we... I've got to get my head around this because this is a new club. Reynella Netball Club is a new club. Okay, so what competition do you play in? What competition does Reynella play in?
The Southern United.
Okay, Southern United.
Yeah. Netball Association.
Okay, so if you're getting 18 teams, they've got to come from somewhere. So someone's knows how to join you, or if you know
Just
what I
put
mean.
your finger... No, look, I think... when you do something like starting a new club, obviously you are going to recruit and they're going to come from somewhere, like you said.
Yeah.
So yes, we have recruited some players from other clubs, and I guess that could sometimes cause a little bit of upset, but we've had fairly positive
And
things.
being the summer season as well, like netball's generally a winter sport, so a lot of these players don't play normally in summer, so they've come across.
Okay,
So
cool. Yeah.
So then after the summer season finishes, AM and ND competition you like to get in, that's the toughest league. As we're talking about, we're making a big jump in a hurry. And think that it's progressing along okay?
Yeah, so that's our next step. At the moment, we've just sort of finalised our 18 teams and got them starting to train for the summer season, and then we will now look into AM and D and what we've got to do to get ourselves out there. Like you said, it's the toughest and the biggest and the best competition in South Australia, and obviously that's where we want to be. We want to be able to still offer the Southern United Netball Association as well in the winter, but also for girls that are wanting to push forward with their netball, we can take them to that next level.
You don't just start a team. I'm wrapped in this. This has got me. Phil has got me. You don't just start.
You think about starting one of your own.
Well,
Don't do that.
it can be done.
Balance the pot for you.
There's so much to do to start up a new club. You don't just start a new club and say, right, we're going to train there. Who wants to have a game? You've got colours. You've got uniforms, coaches.
Venues.
We're not talking admin because the players, for the players. Although you're going to need that great management sort of above there to control everything. Because you both play, you're both going to play, so very hard to be a player.
It's unique in itself, isn't it? Current players doing the admin and running the club.
So how does this all you've obviously got backing by someone we know really well here,
Yes.
by the way.
It's ADA, Billy.
ADA,
Billy's a
Billy's
great man up there.
Billy's
Yes,
got on
definitely.
board.
Yeah.
So that's where you start.
Yeah.
But that is a massive undertaking from where I sit.
It really is. Obviously, we did think we would start a little bit smaller, but look, this is how it's happened, and we've had heaps of people jump on board to our committee. Like, we've got just some great people that were willing to go, yep, I'll do that, and
A
take
lot of
over.
parents that have seen what we want to get from the club, that they want their kids involved in, they're happy to jump on the committee.
Okay,
They can see the club going forward.
Yeah.
So
It's a really
if they're gonna
interesting
have their
one
kids
where you've started,
Brilliant.
because you've talked about
Brilliant.
playing with, teams have come over because they want to stay and play with their mates. And, we want to develop. So you're kind of giving all the opportunities under the umbrella, let's call it that you've formed, that you can be playing at the top level, you can play with your mates.
Yeah.
We've formed a club that, and sometimes the word family gets thrown out pretty easily, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it
But
does.
kind of has that feel listening to you that we're going to be a big family and
That is-
everybody's going to get a chance.
That was our senior coordinator, Tyler. She said those exact words to me at the last time we caught up, which was our committee meeting. She said, we're just going to be like a great big family. And for a lot of girls, and there's a big emphasis on the team girls at the moment as to why teenage girls drop out of sports at a certain age.
Yeah.
And the team girls with the Suncorp Super Netball is all about trying to keep the girls together. And I think that's exactly what the problem is it doesn't feel like a family, or and sometimes sport can be that outlet away from school. If things are going wrong at school, you've got your sport, and to have those different levels so we can cater to the ones that really want to push themselves and go out to AIM&D and trial and do all those things, but at the same time we can still offer a competition for girls that are just happy playing netball, that don't need to take it to that next step. They should still be playing netball, regardless of whether they want to be super competitive. It's the same as football. You've got your different leagues and that, you've got your C grades and whatever. You still play because you love it and you want to continue doing it.
Where will you play? Where will your courts be?
We are...
Small problem.
But yeah.
We're good. We've got some netballs.
That's one of our, future goals and plans.
Yeah.
We are a little bit spread out at the moment, but mainly we're training at Sooner. We've got courts there. They've supplied us a couple of courts for this season and probably next season as well. Courts is something that we'll have to look at as we grow and as we go on. But that's easy. We can figure that out. It's just, a bit maths, bit of logistics.
I say this
amazing.
to Emma and Tash, outstanding to you and the other players that have formed the club and suddenly got 164 players, and it sounds like it's going to be, you're engaged straight away.
Don't let it affect your form. Don't let all this admin stuff.
Never.
You're out there gathering the troops.
Yeah.
Don't let it affect your form.
No.
Straight on with the coaches. Hey, we really appreciate you coming. We'll look forward to having you in a bit more
Thanks for having us.
finding out how your season's progressing.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Good luck to the Reynella Netball Club. Stay with us. Still plenty to come on the show.